All right, let's talk about Payton Thorne at Auburn. I've always felt like Hugh Freeze gets the most out of his quarterbacks. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like Bo Wallace probably played above his ability level. Chad Kelly played above his ability level. I felt like he got a lot out of Malik Willis at Liberty. Malik Willis is in the NFL. Those other two I mentioned, those are not NFL quarterbacks. They're CFL quarterbacks. And I don't think that Bo Wallace is coaching. I mean, I feel like he gets the most out of his quarterbacks. Hugh Freeze does.
He does. And I think the whole point is make the plays that are there to be made. All right. And we're going to do some razzle dazzle. We're going to be heavy RPO. We're going to have misdirection in our run game. I do feel to some degree that much like a Gus Malzahn coached offense, it's at its maximum efficiency when the quarterback can be a dangerous running threat versus when they're not. Clearly, Robby Ashford's a completely different athlete than Payton Thorne is. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are wildcat packages on the goal line, right? There are some different things that come into play on second and short and third and short. And all of a sudden, maybe Robby Ashford and Payton Thorne are on the field at the same time. The ball's getting direct snapped to Robby Ashford. So I think we can expect to see some of that. And it's going to be interesting because of these players that we've talked about so far, I kind of feel like Auburn's supporting cast has the most question marks, right? Like you kind of feel like Georgia's going to have some elite guys. I mean, there isn't another Brock Bowers in college football, right? And you look at, Clemson going to have some elite guys. Is Auburn going to materialize into that? Is that a recruiting class or two away? Where does that come from? And how much help or lack thereof does it provide Payton Thorne?
I'm curious on Robby Ashford, how far this goes in the coaching room. And I think I know the answer, but you've been there. Reportedly, at least. Now, the people that are reporting this haven't necessarily been at practice. These are secondhand reports. His best practices this fall have been since he was informed he was second team. And it feels like that's got to go a long way, though, in the coaching room, right? That this guy didn't take his ball and go home, that he has responded positively to not getting the starting job.
That may very well be the case. And I'll tell you the other thing, and I'm speaking from personal experience here. He might have the team.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that guy went through an awful lot last year and took it on the chin. And I mean, just enormous levels of criticism week in and week out. And like you said, he didn't pick up his ball and go home. He didn't enter the transfer portal. He just went to work. He gets told that they're going to go with the other guy. He just gets back to work. I think what tells the coaching staff is that he's got tremendous mental focus, intestinal fortitude. He's mentally tough. He's highly competitive. And maybe what he sees is an opportunity. Like, just because they told him he's not going to be the guy doesn't mean he's not going to be the guy.